So we're here at Melksham Police Station here in Wiltshire. Now, I didn't want to do the auditing, and that's the last thing I wanted to do really, but what it is, I'm back here today is because when I was in Marlborough, I got caught smoking an ingredient called Professor Herb. Now, Professor Herb basically it's sold in high street shops and everywhere, all over the UK, and you can buy it. I just thought it was a fine. It says no contains no THC, well, minimum THC, which is 0.02. So I thought I was all right to smoke that. Fortunately, I ended up smoking that. Refused to give my details, so now I ended up at Melksham Police Station. This is
Hi officers, how you doing? Hiya. I was wondering if there was an update. I was arrested in, you might remember me, I was arrested in Marlborough, going back about two, 3 months ago.
No, I don't remember.
I was smoking CBD, which I brought from Holland Barrett, and Tidal Vapes, and I was arrested and taken here, and I was wondering, are the results back yet on it? If you could just check for me.
What's your name?
You forced my prints last time on my details, because obviously...
I personally wouldn't be able to give you any information.
I just wonder if it's back, or the results are back on it, or anything like that.
But what I can do is find out who the officer is that's dealing with it and ask him to make contact.
He's not made any contact with me, so I've already been to Marlborough, this police station twice. I've been to Wiltshire's police station once, and I've also been to Marlborough's police hub as well on occasion there, and I've spoken to officers each time, and I keep being told he's going to call me back, and he hasn't. Now, I can understand if I'd done something illegal, that's fair enough, but I was smoking CBD, which is legal, and then I was carted here, and I just want to know if the results are back. You currently got me on bail for smoking something that you can buy in every high street shop. I was not driving a vehicle or anything. I was smoking a CBD cigarette, and they carted me off in cuffs and took me to the station. I was put in custody. So I'm just here because I've done nothing wrong, and I'm here to find out. I wanted to collect the product that was here that you had, and this is another product which I brought. There was no bloods taken. No bloods were taken. No bloods were taken. I wasn't driving a vehicle or anything like that. So for smoking CBD. You arrested me if I had it in a package like that.
I'm no drug expert, unfortunately, so...
But why didn't you go to Holland Barrett's? Why didn't you go to Tidal Vapes and take it all out of their shops?
What I'm saying, I'm not saying I don't believe you, but ultimately anybody can hold one of those and say, oh, what I'm smoking is legal. Do you see what I mean? Like we have to...
Well, I had 2 packets of it, one that was unopened and sealed, and I had the receipts to prove it as well. Could you check and see if the officer's around? I've been really reasonable. If you could just check, see if the officer's around, or just to see what updates there are since it's been sent off, if it's come back, or anything like that. I've given all my details. They're still waiting for lab results. What will happen then with the product then? Will I be able to come and collect it when it's back, or?
Once the investigation's over, you'll be able to come back and collect it,
Yeah, but how do I make a complaint about what happened as well? Because I'm not being funny. Literally, I was on a high street. My wife went into a charity shop. Do you know what I mean? I wasn't driving a vehicle. I was smoking a cigarette. I was put in cuffs, taken here, forced my fingerprints. Honestly, physically forced by the guy. And that's bang out of order. And you're saying to me they took bloods and things. And obviously, you see my annoyance though, because I'm not, do you know what I mean? Seriously. And if you had the receipts and the packaging, do you know what I mean? I could understand, right? If at the time, if I was driving, yeah, and you would have smoked cannabis, I could understand. You could pull me over, you could like do the tests and everything, yeah, and I get that. But walking on a high street in Marlborough, while my wife's in a charity shop, and I'm smoking something legally legitimate, and I got 2 packets and a receipt, would you arrest me for that or not? Truthfully, and it's sold in Holland Barrett's and Tidal Vapes. Do you know what I mean? Seriously, would you?
I have
You know you wouldn't, and I know you wouldn't. You're smiling. Would you have done it to me?
I'm not a police officer.
No. Oh, you're a police officer. Would you have done it? So if I had this packet and another packet, both fully wrapped, yeah. So one opened, one non-opened. I had a receipt to prove where I brought it from. And would you take me in cuffs? Would you take me to a...
Listen to me, so playing devil's advocate, if, for example, I wanted to smoke an illegal substance,
But it's legal.
if I wanted to smoke,
No, what do you mean listen? No, it's no to be rude, but yeah.
you're not meant to talk.
I'll let you talk. Okay, fire ahead.
Okay, there we go. So, if you are smoking an illegal substance, for example, or if anybody is smoking an illegal substance, for example,
But I wasn't smoking an illegal substance.
that's what you're telling me you're not.
Because I had these packages, and I had them with the receipts. Well, I am willing to listen to you, because if it was in a hooky bag... What was your name, sorry sir? What was your name?
Why do you need my name?
I just want... well, you have to give us your name. If we ask for your name, by law, you have to give us your name and not rank number. What's your collar number? What's your collar number? I can't see it from here. I can't see it now. Because I've got short eyesight, so I can't see it. So what is your name and your column number?
I didn't give you my name.
You do have to give your name. You do actually have to give your name. You have to give your name. Well, you do. If we ask you to identify yourselves, you have to give us your name and your collar number. So what is your collar number? And what is your name? Shearing. Officer Shearing. Thank you very much. Okay? I just come in here, I just want the right thing done, and that's it. If the officer... Yes, if you could, explain to him, I've been in to 4 stations already now. 4 stations I've been in, and it's on the system, and it shows I've been there. Did in Marlborough,
Okay.
not that long ago, for smoking CBD.
Yeah.
Do you remember me?
I don't think I dealt with you personally.
Well, unfortunately, I was walking through Marlborough. This is going back about 3 months ago.
Yeah.
And my wife went into a charity shop, and I smoked a cigarette,
Yeah.
and you guys arrested me. And then you took me to Melksham,
Okay.
and I just want to know if there's an update on, because the actual product was, I brought it in Holland Barrett, yeah, also sold in Tidal Vapes. Now I want to know, if you done, did the test results been done on it? Because it's been like 3 months, and I just want to know, is there an update? I've tried calling several times and I've had no luck.
I mean, I've got my laptop in my car.
That would be
I can check
amazing.
for you if you like.
Brilliant,
Yeah.
thank you so much.
Let's go have a look.
Brilliant. Anyway, lads, I know you all do a good job, right? At times, yeah? But I just want an update on what's going on, to be honest.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, of course. I'll try and grab them for you.
Thank you.
Bear with me, just got to log in.
Yeah. I actually had a call yesterday from the police.
Yeah.
It was from the Gloucester Constabulary.
Okay.
And they called me up and they said there was an unwanted contact from myself.
Right.
So you might be able to look into that for me at the same time as well.
If it came from Gloucester.
I'm now on bail for the CBD,
Okay.
and I meant to return to Melksham, I believe. You might be able to check when I'm due to come back.
Yeah, of course. Sorry, is it say Barry Gardner?
Barry Gardner. So yeah, B-A-R-Y. Gardner is G-A-R-D-N-E-R, and it's 1410
1410
1984.
1984. Let's have a look.
Thank you very much. Can I ask you if you caught someone smoking something and they gave you the actual packaging and presented the packaging to you, would you still cart them off to the station?
It's hard to comment really, Baz, without sort of being in that moment.
Would you like me to see the stuff?
Would
Would you like
more context?
Would you
really.
like more context? I'll go grab you some. I'll show you what I'm smoking.
What's this? And what's that loaded? Professor Herb CBD 3 cash.
No THC in it. It even says it on the packaging and everything.
Yeah.
So if I would have presented that to you with the receipts, would you have still took me off and cuffed me? I'm just asking your honest opinion, sir, officer.
Yeah, it's a difficult one.
Really?
I don't.
So,
Yeah.
but why aren't you going to Holland Barrett's and ripping it all out the shops or Tidal Vapes? Do you know what I mean? Why is it allowed to be? Why is it allowed to be so? So I'm doing the right thing.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I'm buying that. It's CBD, so it doesn't
Yeah.
have any THC in it. So I'm smoking what's legally allowed in the UK So it has none of the high effects that cannabis has. It just has the goodness of it, and it's legally sold everywhere.
I'll be honest, Baz. The reason I can't really give you an answer is I don't know.
Yeah,
I've not had any specific.
but if it was in like a little hooky bag or something, then I could understand. But that's the brandage and the packs it was in.
Yeah.
I just think that's way over the top.
Just playing devil's advocate. I mean, obviously it's a packet. You could put.
But would you
cannabis
arrest?
in it.
Right, that's very true. But if I had another packet on me, which was unopened, and the receipts, would you still arrest me yourself?
I don't know. I don't know.
Yourself, would you?
I don't know, Baz.
No.
I couldn't comment either.
You couldn't comment?
I wouldn't know.
If like, I'd have to consider other things like how you were presenting. You know,
Yeah.
Was it a case they just bumped into you? Was it reported?
They just bumped into me. My wife gone into a charity shop on the high street. She had gone into the charity shop, and I just lit up my cigarette outside. And then within 30 seconds of lighting it up, 2 officers cuffed me. Luckily, I had a GoPro on me at the time, so I filmed it. But it's just,
Okay.
I'm sorry I'm filming now. It's just for my own safety.
No, of course.
Yeah.
You have every right
You
to.
film
Yeah.
people all the time, don't
Yeah.
you? It's fine.
And I know you get auditors who give you hard times and things, and I'm not here to do that.
No, that's fine. You just want an update on the case.
I just want an update. I know what's going on.
Yeah,
Do you mean I'm getting calls saying I'm giving unwanted contact, but I made a report to the police about the same person who made contact with me. They're actually being done for sexual abuse crimes against me
Okay.
at the moment. So he's currently being investigated and everything like that. So it's a bit hypocritical, the police. I don't know, but yeah. I just want to come and see about this anyway.
Yeah, no, of course.
Yeah, I'm just having a look through the records for when you were arrested. Okay, so I've got your bail date for you. That's my first update. So you're due to go to maximum custody on the 19th of August
So I've got to travel on the 19th of August all the way back from Southampton
to Melksham
to Melksham
for 11 o'clock.
for smoking CBD. Yeah. That sounds great, doesn't it? Okay. So it was sent off 3 months ago to be tested. Are the results back yet?
That's what I was just going to try and find for you.
And when could I collect my actual product back as well? Because more importantly, that's what I want back. I paid money for it, and it's medication. So
I mean, yeah, if it's been sent to testing, if the testing's not been completed, then they still have it obviously so they can test it.
Yeah.
But once the investigation's concluded, there's no reason why I can't release to you unless it is deemed to be an item that shouldn't have.
but if it is, then you'd have to go and raid all the Holland Barretts and all the Tidal Vapes and get it all out of the stock
And
shops.
that's potentially inquiries we'd have to do, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, if a shop's selling something that's illegal, then we'd have to look at taking action and work with trading standards. Okay, so I can see you called up yesterday.
No, you called me yesterday, wasn't it?
So 8th of April, I've got updates that it's been sent to the lab for analysis. That's when it's been sent.
How long does it normally take to come back? What's the normal procedure?
It can take months. When we look at drug driving cases, for example, we've got a 6-month statute limitations on them. We often struggle to get results back within those 6 months, and it could be 5 months, 3 weeks before we get them back. So it can take a while. It's not unusual. It's not great, and I appreciate that, but that's just.
But it seems a bit silly. I got to come back for bail though. And if people actually get caught smoking cannabis, how do you normally deal with it? Do you normally put them on bail? I don't think you do. You normally give them a warning. It's the normal procedure, isn't it? But instead,
it's different. It depends on previous.
But how much does it cost the taxpayer though, having it tested, the stuff from there? Do you know what I mean? I can understand if it was in a baggie.
Probably a fair bit.
Yeah. How much would you say roughly?
I have no idea.
No idea? No idea? Nah, no worries.
Just checking all the.
So, but regarding the officer who called me last night, is there nothing you can deal with that? Because
No.
no.
No, if it's a case with Gloucestershire, I've got no access to anything.
Yeah, we only have access to the Wiltshire system.
Yeah.
So we don't have access to any forces.
Yeah.
To get in contact with them, obviously we have to call 101, or as my colleague said, look on the website and see if they have a form to fill in to see if they get in contact. Unfortunately, we can't help you with that situation.
No problem. Could you tell me the officer's name last night and his number? Sorry.
From Gloucestershire?
From Gloucestershire.
I can't, no. I don't know.
Sure.
There was no conditions, just due to.
No bail conditions whatsoever. Have a look.
Okay.
Nothing. Do you enjoy being officers or?
Yeah, most days. I mean,
Yeah.
it's very hot today.
It is hot today.
This kit really makes it
Yeah.
10 times harder.
Yeah. But otherwise,
Do you get a lot of hard time from the public as well?
generally, but a lot of the people we deal with don't like us dealing with them, I suppose.
Yeah.
I think the members of the public that support us aren't generally the ones that we're dealing with as often. If that makes
But I've
sense.
not got a criminal record, and I've ended up dealing with you lot, and I've never committed a crime. But you've listened to other people, so yeah, that's the reason I don't like the uniform. I'm not going to lie, I don't like the uniform, but I'll give each officer a genuine go and see if they're decent. Then fair enough. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we always try.
And how you treat, yeah. I'm not going to look at the uniform, the person, but yeah, it's how you treat us.
Yeah, in conclusion, mate, got no results on the lab testing. In
Yeah.
regards to your bail, yes, you're due to come back in August to answer for bail.
August.
Yes, August.
So August now. It was meant to be this month. No one's even updated me. It was.
I think they said that they sent a letter, and that was today. So that's why you haven't got it yet. You can supposed to be updated via post. Your new bail date is the 19th of August, 11 o'clock at Marlborough.
Yeah.
What normally happens in these cases is once we've got the results back, as that is the last inquiry for the investigation, it will either say yay or nay, won't it?
Yeah.
As to whether it's testing positive
Exactly.
or something.
Exactly.
So we'll either probably receive a summons instead, if it comes back positive for a drug that it shouldn't have, or if it's got nothing in it, then you'll just be told there's no further action been taken.
And then
There's a good chance you wouldn't actually have to answer for bail.
But I'd want to collect the product back anyway because it was a full
Yeah.
packet. So yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And so once that decision's made, then what's being held, what's been seized essentially, can be released back to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. It just seems ridiculous though. Yeah.
I
For
understand-
CBD, you got Theresa May's husband, and we produce over 25 tons of the stuff and send it out medical, and we produce it in the UK, send it out to Portugal and places, and I get arrested for a bit of CBD.
Yeah,
And then I get called last night for nuisance, for calls, unwanted
Yeah.
calls, for someone who sexually abused me. It's wrong.
I don't know the context.
I know you don't know the
context,
contents,
yeah.
but it's really wrong. All I was after was a picture for my civil case with Richard Branson. That was it. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so it's a difficult one with the CBDs. It's all fairly recent, isn't it? Over the last few years, there's a lot of changes that have to come, a lot of cultural changes. We're
But
still
CBD,
understanding what-
sold in shops at all the time with
Yeah.
drops and things. Do you know what I mean?
Ultimately, if there's a suspicion it contains cannabis, then there is.
But how much?
lawful reasons
But
for
how
an
much proof?
investigation.
So how much proof do we need though? So if we are smoking the actual CBD and we're smoking it in the packages, so we've got one package with the stuff in, one with a full package, and a receipt. What more proof do we need, genuinely, to stop other people like myself, being arrested? Because we're not doing anything wrong.
Yeah, I can't give you a distinct, a clear, distinct answer on that. but-
Because
So this is what you've been released to bail. Oh, so
Yeah.
this is the charge that you've been given.
So that's the charge I've been given, right?
Uh-huh.
So for Professor Herb, which I am filming,
So they all have to test to make sure it's cannabis first.
They
before
have tested it.
No,
They-
it's just saying possession of this at the moment. Where does it say it's been tested?
This has been tested, so this is after the results have come back. So the results have come back now, and because it's got 0.2%, right? It's saying because of that, it's got a trace of cannabis. Now I've gone back to Wiltshire Police, yeah, and they're saying unfortunately there's a rule with the legislation. So I just want to know how the hell, and
All
I'm
I
asking
can-
for your
all
help.
I can say
but
to
I
you
want to
right
smoke.
now-
I want to smoke this. I want to smoke it regularly, but I don't want to be arrested.
Yeah,
and I'm
absolutely.
doing the right thing legally.
Yeah, absolutely. All I can say right now is that this one you've been released on bail, so it doesn't say that you've definitely been you've been charged for it for now, but you've been released on bail. So it's not saying that you're definitely going to go to court or anything like that. It might be the fact that they tested it, and it's not full amount of cannabis.
but still, if it was in like a blended pack like that, yeah, right. I still think it's a bit harsh that I was kept in the
it
cells.
only-
Yeah, honestly, I was taken too. So my wife was in Marlborough, right? We were in Marlborough town centre. Now my wife went into a charity shop. Funny enough, like when we were standing outside British Heart Foundation here, she went into the charity store. I lit up a cigarette outside. 2 police officers came down, suspected it to be cannabis. I showed them the package. I showed them the receipt. I refused to give my details to them because I wasn't doing anything wrong. And then they took me to Melksham police station. They then changed the bail date, so I've missed bail again. So I have no idea what do I do with this, because it's something legally and it's sold.
Like that.
I went that they said they don't know. No one knows. I'm left in limbo. I have no idea what's going on or anything. And I'm genuinely, and I know it's not your police force,
Yeah,
right?
that's the main issue we've got
It's
here.
Wiltshire, yeah? But I'm just approaching you because I'm in the place where they sell it, and I just want to know: are you going to like bust the shots or not? You're not, are you? Because
No, it shows hemp 0.2.
Yeah.
I don't suspect it's actual full drugs at the moment.
No.
So I wouldn't be dealing with that matter. I honestly can't comment on what's been going on with this
Yeah.
investigation.
Have
I
you-
don't.
No,
know.
that's
Have you
fine.
been charged?
yeah,
No, it's just released on bail.
So you got taken to the police station,
yeah.
kicked out on bail.
They didn't even question me when I was in there. So when I was in there, they kept me in there for 6 hours.
Okay.
So they kept me in there for 6 hours for 24 grams of hemp.
And I suspect they released you on bail while the testing was
The test, yeah.
conducted.
So the testing's been conducted.
Yeah.
How do you know it's being conducted?
They've told me.
Is it in
On
writing?
the phone, writing.
I've been to Wiltshire Police Station. So I've been to Wiltshire Police Station. The test results have come back, and it contains a trace of cannabis. So therefore, because it contains a trace of cannabis, they're letting CPS decide what they're going to do with it.
It's such a negligible amount. I can't imagine.
Well,
Again,
well,
that'll
you
be
say
down-
that it's 24 grams, but
You
I,
just-
but
you
I
said it
obviously
yourself.
I didn't want to be for smoking
You
anything
said it
illegal.
yourself there as well. They'll go to CPS for charging advice. Okay,
Yeah.
and
You
they'll
haven't,
make
you
the
haven't been
decision.
charged with an offence yet.
But do you
Yeah.
not think that's a waste of time with all the other crimes on the street and something like that?
Potentially, I don't.
That
like
was-
I
Would
said,
you have
I
arrested
don't
me?
need to.
Would you have arrested me? Like, if
If you want me to be totally honest with
Yeah.
you, if I found you on that, I'd have a look in it. If I felt like it might be cannabis, I'd seize it off you. But if that's all you've got, I wouldn't arrest you for it.
No.
I would warn you about everything and might get you in for a voluntary interview.
Yeah.
Depending on how you're being with me at the time.
Brilliant.
So give me your details. and
No,
stuff
no,
like
no,
that.
that's totally
That's
understandable.
how I would deal with it. Unless you had a large amount on you and other things to suspect of other offences.
And then I
but you
totally
didn't.
understand that, yeah.
But that's how I
And
would.
we
personally
obviously
deal
don't
with
know
it.
your history
Yeah.
and that kind of thing.
If, but if it was in if I could understand. If it was in like you get these little plastic bags where you get drugs in.
Yeah, exactly.
If it was in one of them, I could understand,
Yeah.
right? But in one of those, it's slightly different.
You can make a complaint though.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've already done it.
No, I haven't
so
yet.
consider doing that to Wiltshire Police. 'Cause
Yeah.
You might feel like you've been dealt with wrongfully or something like that. So you can consider making a complaint. Custody should have told you about those sort of procedures anyway.
Yeah.
I don't know because it's Wiltshire again.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
They have a whole different thing to us for some
Yeah.
reason, even though it should be similar. So I would recommend calling 101,
Yeah.
quote any sort of crime reference numbers you've got,
Yeah.
ask for an update, a full update,
Yeah.
even if you want that on an email, so it's all
Yeah.
in writing, so you can come back here and show us or something like that.
Brilliant.
To get a bit more advice. That's what I would do in your case, because for all I've seen on there is that you've been released on bail.
Yeah.
I cannot see any definite, like saying it's cannabis, any testing or anything like that. I don't know. Just again, it's
The,
you've been
the
released on
test
bail.
results come back with 0.2
Yeah, but
trace.
I currently can't see that, so
Yeah.
I can't tell you
Yeah.
if it definitely is or not. And from what it sounds like, it's also CPS charging advice
Yeah.
they're going for. So they'll consider whether you're actually going to
Yeah.
be charged for it.
Yeah.
Okay, so it might be the fact you won't be charged, but because you've been dealt with in a certain way, it might be wrongfully in your eyes, so it's worth considering making a complaint.
Yeah.
All right?
Brilliant. Well, thank you
That's
very
what I would
much,
do if I was-
both of you. I appreciate that, and thank
No
you very
worries.
much. Can I ask you an honest question as well?
Yeah, go for it.
Right. What's your opinion on auditing? I didn't like auditors, right?
I have to remain impartial.
You have to remain impartial, yeah? But honestly, right, do you not find them a bit of a pain in the ass, the way that, or do you find them they
If
interview
I
your
treat
job?
them respectfully, I would like them to treat me with respect.
And have
That's
you come
all I
across
feel
any
it
yet,
is.
or not?
I thankfully not at the moment in time.
Yeah.
I think
if
you're the
don't
first.
do-
Am I the first? Am
By
I?
the sounds of it, where you're recorded.
Yeah. No,
But
yeah.
no, I've never had an issue with them yet because I've never dealt with them. But I would just treat them with respect, and I would expect to be treated with respect back. That's
Brilliant. No worries. Well, thank you very much. Have a lovely weekend, the two of you.
You as
No
well.
worries.
Thank you.
Take care of yourself.